Here's two more that I don't think we need to discuss, but we might as well because we have a nice quiet evening and we're probably going to see these in person with much better photos, better quality, and alt modes. But it's too exciting to discuss because we finally have our first look at Transformers Cyberverse Adventures, Bumblebee Cyberverse Adventures, whatever you want to call it. We got Deluxe Arcee. And this is great. I am super happy about this. She was easily one of the biggest breakout character for me from the series, and just her episode with Grimlock alone was just a pleasure to enjoy. And from what we see here, it's funny because the first, I guess we'll call it the 1.5, that first wave of deluxe Cyberverse toys, they really knocked them out of the park and they were really good. Probably mostly because in comparison to their previous counterparts, those warrior classes and stuff, it seems like Hot Rod and RC that we've already seen now, these are designs that suffer a little more from kibble, but still overall are pretty decent figures. In the case of RC, like that backpack is crazy. But I mean, it's pretty obvious why. Anyone that had like Cybertron Thunderblast or something like that, it's going to be more of a shell former kind of situation, you could see, in order to keep that more slender RC design without having to put too much budget, too much plastic into it, too many parts. You just have a shell of a car that'll chill on her back and she just folds under it. And it works. It works. I mean, again, if this is the only RC toy we get, at least let it be one of the best ones we could get from the Cyberverse continuity. And she's a great character. She's super fun. And everyone has been looking forward to this figure. And the odd thing is, and this isn't coming from me because I feel it's apples and oranges, but a lot of people have been saying this one is way better than the Earthrise one that's been shown to us. I don't agree or disagree with that. I just feel they're two different kinds of characters. You know what I mean? It's one is G1, one is Cyberverse, and even though they're based in that evergreen kind of style, and they're supposed to both kind of be G1 in different ways, I still feel that they're different characters. In the same way that, animated RC is based off of Generation 1 RC, but it still is really its own aesthetic and its own thing and its own design. So I really like this. I like her double blaster cannon that she has here. It would have been kind of cool if she came with that crazy Gatling gun that she had, but I think that'd be asking too much from the plastic. But I mean, maybe that's something third party could do. Hey, make a crazy Gatling gun for RC when she was shooting all the meteors and asteroids. With Grimlock. That'd be so awesome. But again, I love this, really good. There's two others we'll touch on. They're not Cyberverse ones. It's more that are just like, we'll call them confirmations of design, if anything. So we knew about the Soundwave based off of the Revenge of the Fallen satellite version, and we knew about Sentinel Prime. And so let's just kind of take a look at those quickly. So the Soundwave one, I'm very impressed. I am very impressed by what this is, this Studio Series version, because that original Revenge of the Fallen version, if you will, it was good. It was good, but it clearly was a product of its time in terms of engineering and matching what was on the TV screen. I felt like, maybe into like wave 1.5 to wave 2 of Revenge of the Fallen did we really start to get more screen accurate depictions of characters in plastic in toy form. And since Soundwave Revenge of the Fallen was one of the preview figures, meaning like not even like wave 1 of Revenge of the Fallen Deluxes, like wave 0, it was a movie preview figure along with a Bumblebee. It kind of was like, it was what it was. It had like that, the Ravage missile and all that stuff. So this one looks spectacular, does an amazing job of dealing with the kibble, where the other one, it was almost like a cloak and stuff that was hanging off of it, and you had to really position it a kind of way. I really like how it looks. If anything, it also helps with the transition visually into later on his Dark of the Moon incarnation. So it does a very good job of that. And I'm curious how the translucent blues are going to be used here. Is it paint or is it translucent plastic? He looks really good. Does he come with a Ravage figure? Does he come with a Ravage missile? Does he come with a little Ravage, pod? That I'm curious about, because that's something that he launched, and really interesting to see what they'll do there. And the last one, let's talk about Sentinel. And I mean, I'll be honest, like, I always felt that the leader class Dark of the Moon Sentinel was a really good toy to begin with. A little bit complicated for some people, I know that much, but otherwise it was a really good toy. But I guess that in this case, we're pretty much going to be getting the equivalency of that leader class toy, but with probably better paint. You know, just the little tweaks here and there to make it ever so slightly more movie accurate, but otherwise still looks good. Again, a character that his toy already was pretty knocking it out of the park to begin with. And, you know, to get a studio series, it's more just, you know, how do we take something that was like 98% perfect and make it 99 to 100% perfect? And so we have this one. And again, these are just the Walmart leaked images. We don't have the high quality final ones yet, but we will soon, and that'll be Saturday. Saturday, if there's something that I feel we should revisit because of some new information or a new revelation from these photos, I'll do that for sure. I get a feeling we'll definitely probably revisit Arcee because she's awesome and we've been waiting for this a while. And now we'll finally have our wave, I guess 1.5 or 2 now, to join Hot Rod, Grimlock, and Thunderhowl. And we'll have our complete McAdam, and that'll be awesome. And then hopefully, maybe we'll get a tease this weekend of what the next wave of deluxes after that and the next Build-A-Figure will be.